about me so we can dive right in and get to know who I am. My name is Elena. My last name is Flores, Flores. It is a Hispanic last name. I was raised to believe that I was Mexican and white. My mom is white. My dad, who raised me, is Mexican. So I have a fully Hispanic name, and I am not Mexican. I am Black and white. My mom is my mom, she's white, and my biological father is Black. This is something that I found out about 5 years ago now, 5 or 6 years now. But I found out at the age of 31 the truth behind my identity, which is something that I had wondered for a really long time. Growing up, I was always asked what my background was, what my racial identity was, and to my knowing, I was Mexican and white. That's what my parents told me, you know. Of course I could look in a mirror, of course I could see pictures of myself. At the same time, I was not raised in a very big place. I was raised in a very small town, so nobody really looked like me. People were either white, or they were Mexican, or they were Black. The percentage of Black was very small, so again, being able to see someone mixed who looked like me, that wasn't common. That wasn't something that I saw. And so yeah, that is an experience that took place whenever I turned 31 and I had to confront my parents. I took a 23andMe DNA test to find out the truth, and the truth was presented to me, and then of course I went from there to present that to my parents and get an answer, which I did. Obviously there was a lot of confusion. I was surprised at the answer. I was also not surprised. There were a ton of emotions that I had to work through, and that I still, if we're being completely honest, that I still am working my way through. But that's something that I'm definitely going to go into more detail about on another episode. I just want to give you all just a little bit of a glimpse into who I am right now, and then also, of course, expecting what's gonna come. So that's a big part of it. I'm 37 years young. I am a single mom to a 17-year-old boy. I had him when I was 19 years old. Was not in any way, shape, or form ready to have a child, nor was I expecting that I would get pregnant at a young age. I was on birth control, and sometimes shit just doesn't work out, but then sometimes shit works out because, you know, he came into my life when I needed him, and he and I have been rock solid ever since. I am a single mom. His father was around during that time whenever I was pregnant and whenever he was born, but he's somebody out of mutual respect that I choose not to talk about, and out of respect for my son, also I choose not to talk about him so much. So God bless him, and I love him because he is the father of my child, and that's about as far as I will go with that side of things. But I will share a lot of my experiences in being a single mom and what that's been like for me, how it changed the trajectory of what I guess I had planned. I was 19, so I don't really know what I had planned, but I will share a lot of the experiences that we had and things that we went through and grew through. I think on social media, it's really easy to get caught up in an idea of who somebody is and what their experience of life might be. And that's really a big part of also why I wanted to launch this channel now. I wanted to launch this a long ass time ago, actually, years ago, but I don't think I was ready to be fully authentic. At that time, I I don't think I was ready for that. And now I'm ready. Now I'm ready to be fully raw and really present like all of it. And so I'm excited to do that. And so I will share the struggles and, you know, the challenges, but I'll also share the good stuff and the fun stuff and the things that I love about being a single mom and I appreciate about being a single mom, as well as, you know, things that maybe felt like they were missing throughout our time. But I've raised an amazing boy and I'm so proud of him. And if you follow me on Instagram or TikTok, I'm sure that you've seen him in many of our reels that we've done together. He and I started making reels in 2020, pandemic, of course, so we were locked up and they started to go viral and started to build a following, which was, you know, which has its ups and downs as well. It has its positives and its negatives. So another thing that I will share with you all in future episodes is, you know, what that's like. What's it like to be on social media as an influencer? What is it like when something goes viral? How does that feel? How does it affect your mental health? And yeah, there's a lot that's going to go into that as well. I'll be honest, I am a little drained with social media at the moment. I feel like it's taking a toll on my mental health in a lot of ways. And so I'm working on figuring that out. If you heard that shake, that was my dog, my Lonzo. He's a wire hair fox terrier. And if he comes over here, I'll show him to you. But he's gonna get hair all over me as he does. So I have a dog named Lonzo. We have a cat named Joy, and yeah, so that's that part of things. I am currently working on my doctorate. Let me pause because I am currently in a leave of absence. I did finish all of the 3 years of coursework required of me. And now I need to start on my dissertation. I have put it off for almost 2 years. And a lot has happened in the last 2 years. But I want to also share with you in future episodes my PhD journey, what that's been like, all of the travel that was involved with that, the lessons, the experiences. I'm studying psychology, but not just any kind of psychology. I'm studying depth psychology with somatic studies. So it's not a very common study. Somatics is now becoming a really big thing thanks to social media. I think a lot of people are discovering it and trying to figure out a little bit more about it. But somatics basically is the study of the body and how our body is used in different ways for the healing of trauma or the storing of trauma, PTSD, and how we can heal through the body, basically. And then the depth psychology just goes deeper. Instead of just focusing on the cognitive, so the thinking side of psychology, we're focusing on the depth, we're focusing on the body. Once again, we're focusing on the soul. We're talking about spirituality in a deeper sense, but in a sense that's psychological, if that makes sense. Yeah. So again, like I'll go over all of that in future episodes. So yeah, there's a lot to uncover, but for now, I am gonna just kind of take you with me throughout the day. I live in San Antonio, Texas. And I've moved around a lot. My son and I have moved around a lot. There are different reasons to why we have moved around that are not anything that anybody would actually think. I think people think like, oh, you guys must be military, or, you know, are you on the run? No, none of that stuff. Really, it's just been a growing journey, and it's been it's been an adventure, and it's fun to live in different places, and I don't like to really stay put. I'm not saying that I never will. I think that eventually I will want to settle somewhere. And maybe eventually I will want to have another baby, and I'm still young. I'm still in my 30s, I'm practically raised a child, but I've just enjoyed the freedom and the flexibility of saying, hey, like, let's go to this place and let's go here, and it's been great for both of us. I think we've learned a lot, and we've gotten to see a lot, and we've gotten to see how different areas are and how different people live, and I wouldn't trade any of it. So, San Antonio is one of those places that has always felt like home for me, and in ways it still does, and in ways I am starting to feel like maybe it's not anymore. And that's okay, but that's just something that comes with me as a person, me as an individual. I just get an inner knowing, an inner sense of when it's time to, find the next place. And I don't know what that's about. I don't know if that's just what my calling is to live in different places and to explore them and to have that type of lifestyle, or it could be some sort of trauma that I need to deal with. I mean, it could be either or. But my best friends in the world live here. They're my family. They take care of Noah and I like no other. We actually I got this apartment that I'm in right now, so it's not fully, ready. But like I said, I wanted things to be perfect when I started my YouTube channel, and I just was like, you know what, fuck it. Like, people get to see everything, and you get to see my place when it's not ready, and we'll see like how things go along the way. So we were actually living with some friends of mine for a while, which was helping me to save money. But did I really save money? Again, another episode about money and my experiences with money, and learning how to become a financially savvy adult, which I'm not there yet, but we're working toward that. But yeah, just being real and raw and honest with you. I work as a bartender right now at a local brunch spot downtown, really popular brunch spot. And I also teach classes online. I teach for a university back home in New Mexico, which is where I'm from, which is where I grew up. And so I teach college classes. I teach both undergraduate students and graduate students in the kinesiology department, health, wellness, fitness. I have a whole background in fitness and personal training and group instruction. And again, that's something that I will share in future episodes of just my experiences with different work that I have had, different jobs I've had, and industries I've been in, and things I'll never do again. And things that maybe eventually I will go back into doing. So yeah, that's a little bit of my life. So let's hang out. So I'm out walking Lonzo right now, my dog, in my apartment complex. It's a little loud. I need to get a mic. I have one somewhere. I just don't know exactly where it is, but I promise the audio will get better. So you're not gonna see like a life of luxury or a girl who has all her shit together. That's far from who I am. Do I love luxurious things? Absolutely. But that's not the era that I'm in right now. The era that I'm in currently has me evaluating my life constantly, constantly figuring out what I'm doing and what I'm meant to be doing, and evaluating all the things that I've done, career-wise, life choices, experiences, and it's been rough. I'd be lying if I said if it hadn't been. Been a lot of crying and just a lot of healing that I've been experiencing here lately. Come on, let's go this way. Back inside, but yeah, I experience a lot of anxiety. I have a lot of things that I'm just working through right now, and I think that so many societal norms have been placed on us, and I am in a place in my life where those norms just don't align with me in a lot of ways. And that's, the corporate world, the 9 to 5 and the grind and the hustle, and, having your work define you as a person, and your success define you, and social media define you, and your age, you should be at a certain place, and you should have been doing this by now and that by now. And so it's just a lot of things that I am really working through, that I'm kind of breaking down, like I'm deconditioning a lot of thoughts, deconditioning a lot of things that I thought should be a certain way in my life by now, marriage and family and things like that. And it's a lot. It's a lot that I'm carrying. It's a lot that I'm holding, that I've been holding inside, and it's now starting to come out, partly because it just needs to, and it's time, and then also partly because I'm allowing it to. I'm allowing myself to heal, and I'm allowing myself to feel, and it's a lot. It's a lot. Hi. So it's now Thursday night. I started filming this episode yesterday, which was Wednesday, and I had to just take some time to get things done, and then I ended up having a very rough 24 hours. So I realized I was speaking of my emotions having been everywhere lately, and just so many changes and deconditioning and things that I am, working through, and lots of healing. And then something took place in my personal life, which led to another big change, another big life change, so to speak. And so, I've had a very challenging 24 hours, which was weirdly, just very interesting how timing is, with me having just talked about the different things that I was experiencing and the different emotions, and then me starting to film these vlogs and wanting to be, wanting to share, and then just experiencing something that brought a lot of emotion out of me. So it has been a long day. It's been a long 24 hours. I have cried so much that I gave myself a headache, but everything's okay. I'm okay. I'm gonna be okay. My family's okay.
my son is okay, you know, everything is going to be fine. And I know that deep down. And I know that everything works itself out, and it's gonna work itself out. But now I'm just kind of ranting, but I, you know, had invited you to hang out with me, and there was just a lot that transpired over that time. And I guess this is part of the YouTube experience or the vlogging experience that we don't always realize, you know, shit's gonna happen. And I realized that I don't have to share every detail, and I'm not going to, but at the same time, you know, my goal here is to be authentic. So I'm not gonna show just my happy moments and that sort of thing. So anyway, it's about 9:30, and I'm just gonna make my magnesium drink. I don't know if you guys have heard of Moon Juice, but this is not sponsored, so please. This is my first time using their products, but I've been hearing and reading a lot about the benefits of magnesium and how much of it is missing and how much our bodies really need it. And it's really good for the digestive system, for the gut, for your gut health, for anxiety, the things that are connected to our emotions, and gut health is a huge component of that. And so I have started taking this magnesium, or this is called magnesium. And I've been taking it before bed. There's different forms, of course, that magnesium comes in. I guess you can get it in liquid form or pill form or whatever. But this is my first time, you know, taking a magnesium supplement that I am like fully aware that that's what I'm taking, if that makes sense. And so, yeah, I'll keep you updated with how the experience goes with that. I haven't been taking it long enough to be able to tell you like it's changed my life. And again, like dealing with anxiety, you never know what's gonna work, you know? And sometimes it's hard to tell if something is working because it's that something that's working, or if it's, you know, something else. So, but I do notice that it does help me sleep. It does help me rest. It does calm me down. In the sense of like, I don't want to say like, oh, I'm, you know, in the midst of a panic attack and it calms me down. Like that's not, I haven't gotten that far with it, and I haven't had panic attacks in a really long time. So thankfully, but it does, I mean, at the end of the day is what I'm saying. Like when I'm ready to get calm, when I'm ready to get ready for bed, it does bring a calmness over me. It does help me to feel relaxed. And I do feel like it helps me sleep. So I'm sure that there are plenty more benefits that are working within me, within, you know, inside of me that maybe I haven't caught on to yet, or that I don't know yet, but you know, I'll keep you updated. This is one of my favorite cups. I actually got it at a market vendor, and I can't think of her name right now, but I'll try to post a link to it, but I love her cups. This one is the Mom Daily Affirmation. So it's got like, I am joy. I am doing the best I can. I love all parts of me. I will learn from my mistakes. I am enough. I deserve to feel good. Trying to find some that directly relate to, yeah, I trust my mom instincts. My family is safe and protected. I will show my kids love through actions and words. So yeah, it's one of my favorite cups, and I actually, between this one and another one, I actually have the other one in my sink. This is the mental breakdown cup. And it's got like, I trust what I'm going through. I'm allowed to break down. It's okay that I don't have all of the answers. So, yeah, I love these cups. These are the only two I have from her, that have like these different affirmations and things on them. I promise I will figure out exactly who I got it from. I have her on Instagram. I just need to find her and I can link, but, I literally use one of these two every night with my magnesium. So whenever I make it, it's one of those things where at the end of the day, no matter what kind of day I've had, good, bad, great, tough, tired, whatever, I just sit down with it and like kind of read over it and like let those affirmations sit with me, and I drink them up. Anyway, what a first episode. But I'm looking forward to more, and I am excited about this journey and excited for you all to see what comes of it, and for me to see what comes of it, and for us to all just like grow together. So yeah, that's all I've got for this one, and good night.